Everyone, you're with Lucy from Art Shed Angel, and today I want to show you a quick watercolour painting that is sped up of me painting Frida, which was lots of fun to do. I'm using Fabriano cold press paper, which I have stretched first, and then I have done a sketch of Frida on the paper first. So I'm going to be using different colours, which I will put all in the description, so have a look there. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Okay, let's get started. One of the first things I'm doing is I'm going to paint the background, and so I'm just wetting the background to throw in some colour, and I'm using here a blue and a green just to put a bit of a textured background behind her. So just blue, this is phthalo blue, and I'm going to be using a little bit of green as well in between. Now I'm going to use a technique here with Glad wrap. And I have made a big mistake here and I got paint all over her face, but you will see that we fix that as the picture goes along. So what I've done here is pretty much put Glad wrap over the top of the wet paint, then scrunched up the Glad wrap and put it out to dry. And you can see you end up with quite a nice background. And I did get a blotch of blue on her face, but we're going to cover this as we go along. For my skin tones, I'm going to be using Alizarin Crimson, raw sienna, and a little tiny bit of Ultramarine blue. Now I am going to do little samples to see whether I've got the colour I want, and I'm fully wetting her face and her neck and her chest first and adding the lightest colour. You can see here I'm just doing it lightly because I'm going to do a couple of coats before I'm finished. So this is a wet on wet technique, and I'm taking my darker colour and just looking at where the shadows areas are on this image. So on her cheeks, under her nose, under her neck, and around the outside of her hair. Now it is important to fully let this dry before we go to the next step. So I'm doing another coat now, and I'm going to completely wet her face. This time I am not wetting her neck. I'm going to work on them separately so that I get a nice shadow under the chin when I go to do the neck. And you can see here, this time I have a little bit of more of the raw sienna so that I'm getting kind of a goldy skin tone to her. And again, I'm just doing the same thing, adding shadows, and there I'm adding a little bit of Paynes grey in some of the shadow areas. I do like to dry in between my layers, so before I go to the neck, so that we don't have it bleeding from the face, I'm letting it dry, and I'm just working on this neck area to get the base coat on now. So it's really important that we dry between coats when we're trying to do this effect. And I do darken in stages. It's just my style, or how I've tried to work out how to do it. And I'm just putting some little bits of detail in slowly. Now I have got that big blotch of blue on her cheek, and I'm kind of going to hide that with a little bit of Paynes grey and a bit of shadow area so that you can't see it. It's a bit of a nasty mistake, really. And you can see here I'm putting detail in and just adding colour. So I'm going to leave this now for you to watch the rest and have it on speed so you can see how the rest of it's done. Thank you very much, and make sure you subscribe if you like my video. So I hope you can see from this that there are so many layers to doing a watercolor portrait. I know some people can do it straight off, but it takes me a few layers, and I hope you enjoyed watching and give it a go as well. And if you like my videos, please make sure you subscribe because I've got lots more coming. Thanks. You're with Lucy from Art Shed Angel. Bye.